Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. My name is Amir Merchant from G.E.M.S Immigration Services. I am a licensed immigration advisor for New Zealand and a former migration agent for Australia, currently based at our head office in Auckland. On this channel, we share practical guidance on visa processes, immigration pathways, investment and citizenship options, and related topics to help you make informed decisions. If you are unsure about your visa options or planning your next step, consider subscribing and enabling notifications so you stay updated with the latest developments. If you think getting a New Zealand academic visitor visa is just about uploading a passport and waiting for approval, think again. This visa category may look simple on the surface, but behind the scenes, Immigration New Zealand carefully examines your academic background, your invitation, your financial situation, your travel history, your intentions, and whether you are truly coming for genuine academic work. And here is the reality most people never hear. Many applicants get delayed, questioned, or refused, not because they are unqualified, but because they fail to present their application strategically and professionally. So in today's video, we are going deep into the complete New Zealand academic visitor visa application process for 2026. We will cover who qualifies, what counts as academic work, how to structure your documents, what immigration officers actually look for, how to avoid common mistakes, what happens after approval, what you can and cannot do in New Zealand, how to strengthen your application from any country in the world, and the hidden details that can make the difference between approval and rejection. Watch this video carefully because some of the information we are covering today can completely change the way you prepare your visa application. And trust me, there are things Immigration New Zealand pays attention to that most applicants never even think about. Let's begin. First of all, what exactly is the New Zealand Academic Visitor Visa? This visa is designed for academics, researchers, lecturers, professors, education specialists, and professionals in academic or research institutions who are invited to New Zealand temporarily for academic related activities. This is not a tourist visa pretending to be academic travel, and it is not a long term employment visa either. This visa specifically exists for short term academic engagements. For example, you may be invited by a university or tertiary institution in New Zealand to conduct lectures, participate in collaborative research, attend academic teaching activities, engage in educational management, supervise projects, deliver specialist seminars, or contribute to professional academic programs. The visa generally allows academic related work in New Zealand for a limited duration under the approved conditions attached to your visa. Now, here is the first important thing many people misunderstand. This visa is invitation based. You cannot randomly decide you want an academic visitor visa and apply without a genuine institutional invitation. Immigration New Zealand expects a formal invitation from a recognized tertiary education institution or approved academic organization in New Zealand. That invitation becomes one of the most important documents in your entire application. And later in this video, I will show you exactly what that invitation letter should contain. But before that, let's talk about who can realistically qualify. This visa is generally suitable for university professors, lecturers, research fellows, postdoctoral researchers, education consultants involved in academic activity, visiting scholars, scientists, institutional researchers, education management specialists, and other academically qualified professionals connected to overseas academic or research institutions. Now pay close attention to this next part because this is where many applicants become confused. Immigration officers are not just checking whether you are educated, they are checking whether you are genuinely established in an academic or research environment. That means your qualifications alone may not be enough. You should ideally show ongoing or previous employment with an overseas academic institution, research body, university, think tank, laboratory, educational organization, or similar institution. In simple terms, they want evidence that you are a real academic professional and not somebody using this visa as a disguised migration pathway. And this is where presentation becomes extremely important because the strongest applications usually tell a very clear professional story: who you are, what your academic specialization, why you were invited, what you will do in New Zealand, why your expertise matters, and why you will leave after your academic activities are completed. That narrative matters a lot. Now let's talk about the actual process step by step. Step number one is securing the invitation. Without this, there is no application. Your New Zealand host institution should issue an official invitation letter, and this letter should be detailed, not vague, not generic, not just a one page email saying, please come to New Zealand. The stronger the invitation letter, the stronger your application becomes. Ideally, the invitation should include your full name, passport details if possible, your academic background, the exact academic activities you will perform, the location of those activities, the dates involved, duration of stay, confirmation that you meet the institution's requirements, information about who will fund the visit if applicable, and contact details of the institution. A weak invitation creates uncertainty, and uncertainty creates immigration risk. Now, once you have the invitation, the next step is preparing your personal documents. This includes your passport. Your passport should normally remain valid for at least several months beyond your intended departure date from New Zealand. Next comes your photographs. If applying online, digital photo requirements matter more than people think. Poor quality images can delay applications immediately. Now let's move into the academic documents. This is where your application begins to take shape. You should prepare your academic qualifications carefully: degrees, diplomas, research credentials, employment verification letters, academic appointment letters, published research if relevant, conference participation evidence, professional memberships, research profiles, university staff IDs, institutional contracts, anything that supports your academic identity. And here is a powerful strategy many successful applicants use. They organize documents chronologically and professionally. Instead of dumping random PDFs into the system, they build a structured evidence package. That alone can create a much stronger impression. Remember this: immigration officers process huge volumes of applications. The easier you make their assessment, the smoother your application often becomes. Now let's talk about financial requirements. Many people think because they are academics, finances do not matter much. That is completely wrong. Immigration New Zealand still wants to know how you will support yourself during your stay. You generally need evidence showing sufficient funds for accommodation, transport, food, daily living costs, and onward travel. If accommodation is already prepaid or arranged by the institution, include proof. If your university is funding your visit, include sponsorship or funding confirmation. If you are self-funding, your bank statements should demonstrate genuine available funds. And here is a major mistake applicants make: sudden large deposits. This immediately raises questions. Immigration officers want financial history that appears stable and genuine, not artificially inflated accounts just before visa submission. Consistency matters. Now, another important topic is health and medical requirements. For shorter stays, many applicants may not require full medical examinations. However, Immigration New Zealand can still request health information depending on your background, travel history, intended duration, or country specific risk assessments. So do not assume you will automatically skip medical checks. If additional medical evidence is requested later, respond quickly and professionally. Delays often happen because applicants ignore immigration messages for days or weeks. And this leads us into another critical area: character requirements. New Zealand takes character assessments seriously. Applicants with criminal convictions, immigration violations, fraudulent documentation history, deportation records, or security concerns may face difficulties. Some applicants may also need police certificates depending on their circumstances and total duration connected to New Zealand stays. And here is something many people underestimate. Immigration officers are trained to detect inconsistencies. If your employment history differs between your visa forms, CV, professional profiles, publications, or invitation letter, that can create concern. Consistency across documents is extremely important. Now let's discuss genuine intentions. This is one of the biggest hidden factors in temporary visa applications. Immigration New Zealand wants confidence that you genuinely intend to comply with visa conditions and leave when your authorized stay ends. This is especially important if you are from countries with historically higher overstay concerns, but even applicants from strong passport countries are still assessed individually. So how do you demonstrate genuine intentions, strong career ties, ongoing employment, research commitments, family responsibilities, institutional obligations, property ownership, business ties, future academic schedules, teaching responsibilities, research grants, conference commitments? The stronger your reasons to return home, the stronger your profile becomes. Now let's talk about the actual online application process. Most applicants apply online through the Immigration New Zealand portal. And honestly, this is where attention to detail becomes extremely important. Every answer matters, dates matter, employment history matters, travel history matters. Do not rush your application forms, double check everything, triple check passport numbers, travel dates, institution names, reference details, because even small mistakes can trigger delays. And another important thing, upload quality matters. Blurry scans, missing pages, poorly named files, and incomplete uploads create problems. Professional presentation helps. Use clear field names, organize documents logically, ensure translations are complete if documents are not in English. And speaking of translations, this is another hidden area where applicants create problems for themselves. If your documents are not in English, proper translations are essential. Do not use random incomplete translations. Do not translate documents yourself unless specifically permitted. Use qualified independent translators. Poor translation quality can damage credibility immediately. Now let's discuss timelines. Processing times can vary depending on application volumes, verification checks, document quality, country of application, and security assessments. Some applicants receive decisions relatively quickly, others wait much longer. This is why you should never leave your application until the last minute, especially if your academic activities have fixed dates, conference deadlines, lecture schedules, research programs, teaching appointments. All of these require planning ahead. And here is another major warning. Do not book expensive non-refundable flights too early. Many applicants panic and purchase tickets before visa approval. If delays happen, that can create financial stress and scheduling chaos. Now let's talk about what happens after approval. If your visa is approved, you will usually receive electronic visa documentation outlining your visa conditions. Read those conditions carefully, very carefully, because this visa is activity specific. You can only perform the approved academic activities connected to your invitation. You cannot simply arrive and start unrelated employment. You cannot exceed the allowed duration without proper authorization. And if you later want to stay longer or engage in broader employment activities, you may need a different visa category entirely. Now let's discuss arrival in New Zealand. Even after visa approval, border officers still have authority to assess you upon arrival. This shocks many travelers. They think visa approval guarantees automatic entry. Not exactly. You should carry supporting documents when traveling. Your invitation letter, return ticket, accommodation details, financial evidence, institutional contacts, academic schedules. Be prepared to answer questions confidently and honestly. Now let's talk about the biggest reasons academic visitor visa applications become weak. Number one, weak invitation letters. Number two, poor explanation of academic purpose. Number three, insufficient evidence of academic background. Number four, financial concerns. Number five, inconsistent documentation. Number six, weak ties to home country. Number seven, poorly organized applications. Number eight, unclear travel intentions. Number nine, suspicious travel histories. And number 10, copy paste generic cover letters. Please do not underestimate the importance of a strong personalized cover letter. A good cover letter can tie your entire application together. It explains who you are, why you were invited, what you will contribute academically, how long you will stay, how your trip is funded, and why you will comply with visa conditions. Think of your cover letter as your opportunity to speak directly to the immigration officer. Now let's discuss a hidden factor many applicants ignore completely: digital footprint consistency. Yes, immigration officers can sometimes review publicly available professional information. If your application claims you are a senior academic researcher, but your professional profile shows something entirely different, that inconsistency may raise questions. So before applying, Make sure your public academic presence aligns with your application narrative. Now, here is another important point. Some applicants ask whether family members can accompany them. In some situations, partners and dependent children may potentially be included or apply separately depending on circumstances and eligibility. But remember, adding family members can increase complexity, financial requirements become higher, relationship evidence becomes important, and immigration scrutiny may increase, so applicants should prepare carefully. Now, let's talk about something many people are curious about. Can an academic visitor visa lead to residency? Technically, this visa itself is temporary. It is not a direct residency pathway. However, academic networking in New Zealand can potentially create future opportunities. For example, universities or research institutions may later explore longer term work visa pathways for highly skilled academics. But applicants should never present temporary visas as disguised migration intentions that can seriously damage credibility. Now, let's move into practical strategies to strengthen your application dramatically. First, provide a detailed professional CV. Second, include evidence of publications if relevant. Third, show previous conference participation. Fourth, demonstrate strong institutional ties overseas. Fifth, provide organized financial records. Sixth, use professional document formatting. Seventh, explain your academic contribution clearly. Eighth, avoid contradictory information. Ninth, respond quickly to immigration requests. And tenth, maintain honesty throughout the process because one misleading statement can destroy credibility instantly. Now, here is something extremely important for applicants from anywhere in the world. There is no universal approval formula. Different applicants have different risk profiles, different travel histories, different nationalities, different institutional backgrounds, different financial situations. So stop comparing your case to random people online. One applicant may be approved in days, another may face additional verification checks for weeks. Every application is assessed individually. Now let's talk about travel history. Strong international travel history can help demonstrate compliance with immigration systems, especially if you previously visited countries with strict immigration controls and respected visa conditions. But lack of travel history does not automatically mean refusal. It simply means your overall application may need stronger supporting evidence elsewhere. Now, another hidden issue, overcomplicated applications. Some applicants upload hundreds of unnecessary documents hoping more paperwork equals stronger approval chances. Not true. Quality matters more than quantity. Relevant evidence matters more than random evidence. Organized evidence matters more than document overload. Remember this, immigration officers are not impressed by chaos, they are impressed by clarity. Now let's discuss sponsorship. Some applicants may have host institutions or sponsors covering costs. If so, sponsorship evidence should be detailed and credible. Who is paying? What exactly is covered? Accommodation, flights, daily expenses, research grants, insurance, academic funding. Everything should be transparent. Now, speaking of insurance, medical insurance is highly recommended, even if not always mandatory. Having strong travel and health insurance demonstrates preparedness and responsibility. Healthcare costs overseas can become very expensive unexpectedly. Now, here is another point many people forget. You must genuinely intend to follow New Zealand laws and visa conditions. That includes respecting visa duration limits, working restrictions, academic activity limitations, and departure requirements. Overstaying or breaching conditions can seriously affect future visa applications, not only for New Zealand but potentially for other countries too. Now, let's talk about airport arrival preparation because this part matters more than people realize. Keep your important documents accessible. Do not pack everything in checked luggage. Have printed or digital copies ready. Know the address of your accommodation, know the name of your host institution, know your academic schedule. If border officers ask questions, answer calmly and clearly. Confidence and consistency matter. Now, another important topic, remote work confusion. Some travelers think visitor category visas allow unrestricted remote work, but visa conditions matter. Academic visitor visas are designed specifically for approved academic activities. Do not assume you can freely undertake unrelated employment simply because you are working online. Always stay within permitted conditions. Now let's discuss rejection scenarios. If an application is declined, applicants should carefully understand the reasons. Sometimes the issue is insufficient evidence, sometimes financial concerns, sometimes weak, genuine temporary entrant assessment, sometimes incomplete documentation, sometimes credibility concerns, and in some cases, applicants rush into reapplying immediately without fixing the underlying weaknesses. That is a major mistake. A stronger revised strategy matters far more than emotional rushed submissions. Now, here is a very important reality check. Immigration officers are trained to assess risk. Their job is not just approving visas, their job is protecting immigration integrity. So, every document you provide should help reduce uncertainty. Every piece of evidence should answer potential concerns before they are even raised. That is how strong applications are built. Now let's talk about timing strategy. Applying too late can create panic. Applying too early without finalized documents can create inconsistencies later. So preparation timing matters. Ideally, applicants should prepare academic evidence, finances, travel plans, translations, and invitation details well before intended travel dates. Professional preparation reduces stress dramatically. Now let's discuss academic credibility enhancement. If you have publications, citations, conference presentations, awards, institutional profiles, faculty listings, research collaborations, or academic achievements, include relevant evidence strategically, not excessively strategically. Your goal is to strengthen legitimacy and professional standing. Now, another major point: communication with the host institution. Stay responsive, professional, organized. If immigration contacts the institution for verification, inconsistent communication can create issues. Ensure both you and your host institution understand the planned academic activities clearly. Now, here is something interesting many applicants overlook. Your application tone matters psychologically. Applications that appear desperate, emotionally exaggerated, inconsistent, or unclear may unintentionally create concern. Professionalism matters, clarity matters, confidence matters. Now, before we finish, let's summarize the most important success formula for New Zealand academic visitor visa applications: a genuine academic purpose, a strong institutional invitation, clear academic qualifications, stable financial evidence, professional documentation, strong home country ties, consistent information, and a well organized application package. Those are the foundations of a strong case, because at the end of the day, immigration officers are asking themselves one core question: does this application make sense logically, professionally, financially, and legally? If the answer is yes, your chances improve dramatically. And remember this: New Zealand values education, research, innovation, and international academic collaboration. Strong academics who prepare properly can absolutely build successful applications. But preparation quality matters more than most people realize. So, if you're planning to apply for a New Zealand academic visitor visa in 2026, start early, stay organized, be truthful, and build your application professionally from the beginning, because one honest and well prepared application is far more powerful than a thick folder full of random paperwork, and you have come to the right place to get all your visa applications sorted in a hassle free and professional manner. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel, because we break down real immigration pathways, real strategies, and real insights so you can make the right decisions without falling into common traps, and our expert team and associates can assist you to simplify this entire complex process and guide you from start to finish with complete peace of mind. Do get in touch with us now on our WhatsApp mobile number +642217860007, also provided in the comment section of this video, and we will get in touch with you as soon as possible. Your journey deserves the right start, and it starts with the right consultation. And now you have it. Thank you for watching.